Starting off with combos, he has 6H now that he can use whenever he's grounded, since it's the only activist when he's grounded. Delay JM here to continue these loops, and you can continue it as much as you want. So for practical combos, you can use it after 5S, after his 5Hs, and you can preserve the beam super dash into later to maximize his damage. It even works after 3S, so here I use 5S into 3S. And what's cool is that he also has his new 2-2S unrestrained will that he can use mid combo, and this gives him like 50 frames of advantage for Oki as well. So what's cool about this is that if you hold it, you go to the other side, kind of like SSJku's EX fist, that you hold it, you go to the other side. I found it a bit inconsistent mid-screen when using it after 5S, but I found a more consistent version after J2H into this, in which you can hold it for easy side switches whenever you want after this J2H on shorter combos. And what's really cool is that you can use 6H to confirm 3S's, delaying super dash after 2H, and then you can still use unrestrained will, so side switching as much as you want into these really cool bombos. On 2H's, just mash 6H and then you appear behind him after he lands, and then you can get the beam super dash extension for way more damage on these 2H's. And then extend your combo like so. Remember his optimal combo from earlier with the Whiff dash into micro dash 5L? Now you can use 5M. The JM link, it only works on taller characters, but the more universal one does more damage anyway with 5M into 3S into 6H. And then you still preserve your super dash after beam routing to get 5k damage meterlessly, by the way. This also works after 5H into his medium layers, where you can use 5S. 5S into 6H has been the most consistent way that I found to get that link to work. And you can do it off any of his starters like his command grab or his vanishes, and the more that you use his 6H's, you lose access to his beam into super dash route. On this one, I had to delay the JLs here to get enough height for J214L to actually hit and knock him down. So here's an example of me using too many 6H's, especially if you don't get the timing on that delayed JM down. The combo just ends, so sometimes it might be more useful to just keep the beam into super dash. Even off post vanish, you can get some really cool stuff like this going, looping it a couple times, and then making sure that you have enough heights to end with your 214L by delaying JLs. It's just another version of it, delaying the thing. This is so much sauce, man. I actually really like this. I love how his combos go. This is a really smart idea. And you can really use 6H a lot in your combos before it drops. In the corner, if you hold down after 6H and then delay the 2M a little bit, you could get that link tougher. That also works mid-screen, but it's easier in the corner. So his optimal in the corner could look like this, using the 2M link into light dash, and then you can get one re-jump in into 5S, 3S, extending it like so for 5.7k damage. Jeez. There's also this weird ender I found. I don't know how to optimize this, but you can land a 214L after a low to the ground JS. And then you can kind of style on them like this, and so I don't know, kind of interesting, I guess. And this is just a TOD that showcased in my shorts. It's crazy because when you're in solo limit break, you're passively generating meter like DBFZ Broly, so this makes everyone kind of broken in limit break, generating more meter. Here, this was just a simple one to showcase his loops and the damage you can get by just doing a level 1, level 3, but you could easily optimize this with even harder links that we'll probably see in the future. Maybe expect a more optimized. But the goofiest thing that you have just might get past. Imagine getting hit with this. After the unrestrained will, empty vanish, and then if you hold it, you can just continue looping it. Ain't that some, bro? That actually leads to a TOD if you keep doing it, ending with supers. Oh my god. And here in the corner, I really like his spark cancels, right? So I want to show off his spark cancels. He has a lot of them, but this time what he can add is his 2-2S unrestrained will in his combos, just to get a little bit extra damage and extra hits in. This one used his level 2, but you could probably optimize this even more because you have spark, right? I just wanted to show off that how he can fit in all of his specials in for really cool TODs. These TODs were just to give you guys ideas to get your UI Goku started, but his potential is limitless, man. I'm actually loving his combo route. Also, it's crazy how he can use 6H at the end of his supers for some Oki. This can actually be interesting for some mix-ups, just like that. And you get a meaty 2L in. And there's also as you get a cross-up because you appear in the air, right? So you just time that for a little mix-up, and that's meterless because it's not vanishing, right? I think there's potential in this Oki. If you delay it, then you get the grounded version, which is like the meaty one. And if you do it right away, then you appear high. Although this is the only meaty setup I could find in the corner. Even if you can't get cross-up to hit, this high fake out, it looks insane. It can also kinda help to set up his Oki on his counter super, but you don't get anything too crazy. And you can use this on all your enders. After landing, just use 6H, you can steal the corner, get some meaty hits in. So I think this can be very interesting to use as some Oki, especially since, you know, it is meterless. We'll see how this tech grows in the future, maybe set up some assisted stuff as well for some pretty crazy mix. And that's it for his combos, but for his other changes, 5L is now reduced delay on that, and they also made all of his frame data faster. So 5M is 8 frames, 2M 11, 5S 18, and that's what helps us do that little combo from his Whiff layer from earlier. When you hold his flips, the last dash actually goes through the character, so I feel like that can actually have some mix-up potential like that, sealing the corner, even adding some IEDs in, cross-ups, stuff like that. Very cool. However, the thing is that it always goes through the opponent, so you have to layer out your pressure smart depending on what you want to achieve from him. It can be pretty cool, but remember that it will bring you outside of them every time. The heavy version also has increased invul on it, and remember, when you go into his beam, you preserve the invul as well. His godly strike is faster on the ground than move dash plus at 27 frames, 24 on the EX version, just buffing his pressure all around. And finally, his autonomous fist is finally safe on block at -3, making it a good block string ender. I don't know why it was -6 before, oh my god. Rising Heat is also faster with reduced delay and increased block stun in the second attack, making it more safe it seems like. And it increased opponent's hit stop when it's guarded. His dashes have more invul to them starting earlier than before, and the heavy version just preserves it for longer. Cool stuff, cool stuff. As for his assist, A assist is now faster at 20 frames. His C assist also got sped up to 35 frames. And B assist now has 35 frames of block stun to help with mix-ups and stuff like that. So what do y'all think about UI's buffs? Does this make him top tier now, or at least in the upper half? Does it make him stronger? I don't know, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video for the next character. Let's get it.